coupons, we've got extra flags, we've always got lots of extra specials and bonus buys and things that can really be taken advantage of when you have the HSN credit card. So take advantage of that. But we're moving right along, and we're gonna scoot into Rarities, an exclusive collection here at HSN with Carol Brodie. We love Carol Brodie here at HSN. Ooh, I don't think that's my size. She has worked with some of the finest jewelry houses, the most world-renowned jewelry houses, and just to name drop just a few, Harry Winston is one of those. She has styled some of the most sought-after celebrities on the red carpet in fine jewelry. With Rarities here at HSN, they are rare. They're exotic gemstones. They're pieces that are going to be heirlooms and treasures in your collection. Now, this piece in particular is featuring Tsavorite and white zircon. White zircon really does rival diamonds for its scintillation, for its sparkle. Now, with sizing on this piece, we have sizes 6 through 11. This to me is big, it's bold. I like the negative space, but at the same time, there's an edginess to it. When you come in close, in the center of the design is a cross. And that cross almost has this sensation of floating, of just, there's this really cool design that the cross is just there. It's really interesting. It's just this, I think it's within the design. And then around the cross is a circle. And in that circle, you have these really cool spikes. And they're all pave set with white zircons. And then between the spikes, you've got Tsavorites. And that's what separates, adds the texture, adds this really modern, cool, kind of cool girl vibe with a modern day edge. And I think it's unexpected. It's different. But let's talk price, because this is a fine jewelry collection here at HSN, and it's $199.90 was our original HSN price, which was worth every penny at that. But we are talking about not $199.90, as you see on Kate, it's $59.90. And we are on 4 flexible payments as well of $14.98 to be able to get this at home. It really is a neat ring. It almost reminds me of like a plate or a great just circle, like a disc. And then it gives you this very antique inspiration when you come in close and you see those Tsavorites all bezel set. So those Tsavorites are gonna be protected. And the Tsavorites are a member of the garnet family. And they are really known for that vibrant, rich, deep green color. But I like what Carol did, because with Tsavorites, when you come in close and you see that green, it's been rhodium plated with black rhodium accents. And you can see when you come in, I don't know if my blue is kind of ruining it for everybody. Maybe I should get a little color swatch so everybody can see. And when you come in, because of the black rhodium, it almost adds a depth, an intrigue, a visual interest that really does elevate the look of the ring. And do you see how it looks like a double band behind the cross design? And that gives you the illusion that the cross is floating. It really is so different and unique. Thank you, Heather. Sorry about that. Oh, that's much better. It was my blue. Here I thought I did a good job wearing blue today, but it wasn't working for this one in particular. But now you can see, look at how vivacious, how luscious, the depth, the color, and our crew is doing an excellent job. Thank you, thank you, thank you for coming in close to that Tsavorite. And when we talk about Tsavorite, it is that precious stone. It's rare, it's an expensive stone. It's typically found in much smaller sizes, but nonetheless is always very highly refractive, so you get lots of shine. It's 454278. Don't forget, it is the lowest price we've offered at 70% off. And one other thing I want to share with you, we have the